Hi, I'm Maren and welcome back to my channel, Maren Makes It. Or if you're new here, then welcome. Today, I have another lash video for you to help you increase the longevity of your lashes. For me, these usually last about 7 days and then I'll switch them out. The longest wear I've ever gotten is 2 weeks. However, I've even had a subscriber tell me that she gets 3 weeks out of her lashes. So these are definitely comparable to eyelash extensions at the salon. However, there are some tricks and tips that you can use in order to make them last a little bit longer. One question I get asked a lot when people find out that these lashes last me multiple days is they ask me whether or not they're waterproof. So a lot of people are like, how do you shower? Do you wash your face still? So I would say that they're water resistant instead of waterproof. Like, you know how some tech things you can spill water on them, like you could even take them like maybe in the shower and you'd be fine, but you don't necessarily want to take them deep sea scuba diving. That's kind of how these lashes are too. So there's definitely some considerations and some precautions you can take when you're showering and when washing your face that will help increase the longevity of these lashes. If you're going to put in the effort to something like doing your own eyelash extensions at home, you do want them to last. At least that's how I feel. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do because I'm able to wash my face twice a day in the morning and in the night and still get 7 days wear out of them. I'm going to take you to the bathroom so I can show you how I wash my face in the morning around my lashes. So I would suggest first taking a look in the mirror to see if there's any fuzzies anywhere. So sometimes you can end up with little pieces of lint in your lashes. The easiest way to get these out is with a clean spoolie. Fuzzies are usually the result of lint from your bed or from clothes coming into your lashes in the night. My lashes look pretty good today, but I'll make sure to insert a picture of what I'm talking about. If you do have any, you can clean them out with a clean spoolie so you can brush it through your lashes this way, or also close your eyes and do the reverse side of your lashes like this. And you can just twist the spoolie in sort of a circular motion, and usually that will do the trick to get anything out. I would highly suggest doing this before you wash your face because when you wash your face and the lash glue gets wet again, it does kind of get a little bit weaker than when it's dry, so you have more of a risk of losing an eyelash. Okay, so now for actually washing my face, first I'll be putting up my hair in order to have that out of the way, and then I'll wet my face in order to apply my face cleanser. If you're wondering what the lashes are that I'm currently wearing today, these are actually from Lashify. They are the G Gossamer lashes, and I have a full review of those planned coming soon. If you want to make sure to see that video, then hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon down below to be notified when I post new videos. Today I'm just using a wet washcloth in order to use my face. Normally I would just put my face under the sink to do this, but in order to be able to do it on camera, I figured this was easier because I currently have my tripod standing in my sink. Then I'll go ahead and take a little bit of face wash and just kind of spread it all over my face and massage it in. Now comes the part that can get a bit tricky. I think you kind of have two options here. So one is that you can use a clean, wet washcloth in order to remove the face wash and just do it that way. That way you can go really carefully around the eyes like this and just not even worry about touching your lashes at all. You might have to wash out your washcloth and then wring it out a few times in order to be able to get everything off, depending on the consistency of your face wash. Your second option is to wash your face in the sink. I have a little trick for this in order to be a little bit more gentle around my lashes that I'm going to show you. So I like to use this bottle right here. So this is an empty Biore charcoal micellar water cleaning bottle. And what I'll do is I'll actually fill this up with water and then use that to have more control over the water that I'm putting on my face. So instead of, whereas normally when I'm washing my face, you would kind of splash water up at your face, but when you're doing that, you're really splashing water directly up at the lashes. Instead, this bottle is going to give me a lot more control over how the water is coming out. You could definitely also use an empty shampoo bottle here or a squeeze top water bottle, you know, one of those ones where you don't even have to touch the lid to open them. For example, there was that dark green Gatorade one with the orange lid that I feel like everybody had in middle school except for me. Please tell me that I'm not the only person who remembers this. You can see how doing this gives me a lot more control over where the water is hitting and how much water comes out. Sometimes if I run out of water, I'll end up refilling the little bottle again and I'll end up doing it again. But overall, I've been able to be very successful this way. By the way, this also works great if you have a fresh facial piercing, such as a nostril piercing, and you want to be careful not to snag it or accidentally hit it. Okay, now when you're drying your face, just kind of blot your face off gently. When they're wet, this is when the bond is the weakest. You're going to risk kind of messing up the lashes by smushing your face directly into the towel. It's just blot your face off and then let your lashes air dry. It will only take a few moments, honestly. At this point, you can go ahead and move on with your morning routine as you normally would, so you can apply any moisturizers or sunscreens that you would normally. You can see that I never rub directly over my eyelashes and instead approach them from all sides when applying this moisturizer. I've heard of some people saying that they like to re-squish their lashes with this tool after washing their face, or they like to do that on a daily basis. Personally, I don't find this as necessary at all. If you do want to do it, I would say wait till the lashes are mostly dry in order to do this, so you're not doing it when that glue is still in its most fragile state right after it's wet. I will do this probably only if I have a corner starting to lift and I know that I won't get to reapplying my lashes for a couple days. I'm personally not a big fan of re-gluing corners that are starting to lift. I find that it is honestly more trouble than it's worth. Usually, as long as they are mostly glued on, you'll be totally fine. I'm trying to think of another way to explain this that will make sense. Okay, so remember back in grade school when you had to do like a poster board as a project? You had to print things out and then glue them onto that poster board with a glue stick. And then sometimes by the time you'd get to the point where you're actually turning in that poster board, the corners of the papers that you glued on are starting to peel back a little bit. But you don't actually have to re-glue the entire piece of paper because the poster board is just going to be presented and then you don't really need it anymore. So as long as there's enough glue still there for that piece of paper to be attached, nobody can even tell from the front that some of the corners are technically not glued on. That's basically what's happening with your lashes. So it's still mostly glued on, but there might be a little corner where there's a piece that's starting to peel back. But from the front, nobody can really tell that that's starting to happen. So unless it's causing you a lot of discomfort or it looks really wonky from the front, I'll usually not fix it. Like, sure, in the case of the poster board, you could try to pick up those corners and like get a little bit of glue still under there, but it's really not necessary and it's a lot more trouble than it's worth. I know there are different techniques in order for people to try to get a little bit of extra glue under their lifting lashes, but I don't know if it's just my eye shape, but I always end up either gluing like my eyelid to my upper eyelid right here, or I end up pulling off the whole lash segment anyway, and at that point, I'm really just reapplying it. I'm not really fixing a lifting corner. I'd rather just kind of squeeze them together, maybe go over them with the Lashify glass one more time, and then get a day or two extra wear out of them just to tie me over until the next time I'm going to be changing them anyway. This is something that I've always kind of wondered about, and if you guys have any tricks or tips for how to fix corners that are starting to lift a little bit, I would love to hear them because I'm always interested in hearing what works for you guys. And I'm the kind of person that when I can't figure out how to do something myself, honestly, it starts to really annoy me. All right, I'm going to show you how I am able to shower with my eyelashes on so that it doesn't decrease how long they last. You definitely want to be a little bit more careful than you would normally. However, I definitely am not gonna not wash my face for any reason. So I'll show you the technique that I've kind of figured out that works really well for me. I'm wearing a swim shirt bathing suit top here so that I can show you exactly what I would do in the shower. So if I'm not washing my hair, I would put my hair in a shower cap first. I just put my hair into a loose bun. This way my hair won't get wet, but I can still wash my face. But tonight I really want to wash my hair. So I'm going to be taking it out of that bun and I'll show you exactly how this works. The key is really to let the water run down your face as opposed to looking right up into the stream of water itself. So you'll see here that I'm doing just that. By using my hand here, I can deflect the water from hitting the lashes straight on and instead just let it run across my face more gently. It's kind of like taking the impact of the water down from a power washer to a garden hose. The other way to have this lower impact water is to face away from the water, let it hit the top of your head, and then run down across the front of your face, which you'll see me doing right here while I'm getting my hair wet and washing off the face wash. I feel like I'm making a really weird face right here because I had to shower really cold to keep the camera from fogging up, and that combined with the wet surf shirt made this kind of a cold shower. Not the most comfortable shower ever. Anyways, you can also let the water hit the sides of your face and the lower half of your face directly, which I do here in order to wash my hair faster and get the face wash off faster. It sounds overly complicated, but honestly, in person, it makes a lot of sense. And once you start doing it, you don't even think twice about it. If you appreciate the fact that I woke up early in order to film this video, then consider giving me a thumbs up down below. It really helps YouTube suggest this video to other people who might be interested in doing their own lashes at home. I hope you guys have a great day today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye!